Everyone, welcome back
Hello,
to
everyone.
yes, welcome
Welcome
back
back.
to Iloilo Prima Galaw official. We are here once again, Ram RV.
Yes, and this is Ramon, and we are here once again, rated PG, where we talk everything and anything.
Under the Sun Unfiltered. And I'm Uzi.
Yes,
And I'm Sir D, of course. For this topic, our topic um for
much
today, no,
closer to
Yeah.
home.
yeah, is closer to home, is actually closer to our hearts because
Yes.
we actually did this. We started doing this like for all of us, or for some of us, we were able to have our auditions, and then for some of us, we were actually able to witness an audition, or we are the ones doing the auditions. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yes,
Am I making
yes,
sense?
Yes, that's
yes.
right.
You are making sense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that would be basically the thing that we will be talking about. Uh,
how
particularly,
to
yeah, Mon, how to prepare
how to prepare
For
for
auditions.
auditions
for.
for you to ace
Yeah.
auditions.
Yes, correct, correct.
Yes.
So, like personally, we will ask Uzi first. Okay. What did you do, Uzi, to prepare for your audition?
I draw. When I auditioned for Virtual Club, of, of course there were different branches of the arts. And I'm coming from school for the arts myself. I majored in visual arts. And then of course, like I saw cultural clubs, like, oh, like this is it. Like I'm gonna audition for visual arts. Which I did, and then the rest is history. But but in relation to what we're talking about today, of course, little known the fact that for our Miss Saigon production, the poster is still there after 10 years.
Yes, yes, it's still
Yay!
there.
Yes.
Hi.
We auditioned for our roles. So that's it. Also, one of which why I'm wearing this right now, because this reminded me of my role as the engineer. I
Oh,
remember, Sir D, everybody was videotaped, right? When we did the
yes,
auditions,
yes.
everybody was videotaped. Everybody was given a song and a role, and then we had to sing the entire song in videotape, and with Sir D and a panel of our pioneer artists. So it
Uzi,
was
Uzi, before you continue, can you sing a
yeah.
part of that song now? Yes, yes.
Fine. What's that I smell in the air? The American dream.
You still have your voice,
Wow.
Uzi.
So
Wow.
yeah, so we were prepared for that. It was nerve wracking because it was videotape. There were judges, and the entire cast was there watching, or was it, or were they? But so we
Yeah.
had to wait. We had to wait outside, and whoever was done was there watching you. So as a senior artist back then, it was still nerve wracking. So you really have
Mhm.
to prepare yourself mentally, physically for your auditions, di ba, no?
Uh, yeah, I do agree. But actually, the auditions for Miss Saigon then was challenging to me because I am not a discovered singer.
Sample,
I mean, singer is
sample,
not my
sample,
craft.
sample, sample. Yes.
Not gani, sir, di ba? I am more of a dancer than a singer back then. So
Mhm.
um uh, I actually auditioned as Chris.
Oh,
I sang Last Night of the World with Ella, because that is the only song that really rings a bell, or very familiar to me, since it is close to a pop song that has been popularized before, and I have heard that, and it was a struggle, most especially it's a duet, and
mm,
being not a singer, I do not know how to blend in, how to harmonize with. So it is a struggle for me, but good thing that I got a different role, and that was Toy. and it
I
was
see.
Sample, 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 sample.
after us, sir, you'll do your sample too, right? How you audition.
Damay-damay.
My sample is how do I get angry during audition?
You don't want to see that.
Oh, go Ramon,
Uh,
sample.
You won't let this
I thought
go.
it was forgotten. Anyway, you're here. It's true. It is the love. I could not remember anything.
As
Actually,
I was
this man
told.
or you is not. So that's why you have
To prepare.
prepare for your audition. I did not prepare at all today for my audition. I prepared to talk about how to prepare, but I did not prepare to audition.
Okay. So by then one, what should the auditionist do in order then to prepare? I mean, like
Mhm.
how do they prepare for the audition? Like in your case.
First, they have to know what show or what show are they auditioning for,
Hmm.
and what is the role that they audition for, because being familiar of what you want what kind of role you want to have, you have to prepare yourself or rehearse according to that role.
Hmm.
So br- it's practice or rehearsing is a very crucial part in preparing for an audition. Aside from know in order for you to practice, of course, you have to know what is the piece, what is the material that needs to be used
Hmm.
in that particular show.
Correct. Correct. What
So,
about you,
so you
Uzi?
still have to study your material, I guess. It's like taking
Hmm.
a test.
Hmm.
Whenever you take a test, right, you study the entire material from back to back, the pages of the book. So it's same
Mm-hmm.
thing when you're going for an audition. You cite what kind of production that is. You
Hmm.
cite a role, and then you aim for it. You study about it, and then it might give it to you, or they might not, or they might give you another role. So
Correct.
you always have to be prepared as well.
So you have to be familiar of the background of the
Mm.
play that you are
Mhm.
trying to audition, because
Mhm.
the people in the production might ask you to sing or to be able to deliver the lines in that
Mm-hmm.
specific play or musical. Most especially if it's a musical, so nevertheless you have to ask yourself then, are you for it? Are you really like ready to sing? And then
Mm-hmm.
if you're singing, you make it sure also that you follow the correct notes, right?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
Yes.
if you don't know, nevertheless you might not be able to be accepted.
Right.
Okay, and
Right.
then you also have to look into the script closely, because
Right.
if if you will be uttering different dialogues, it will be like a negative. It might create a negative impact also to those people who are trying to
Mhm.
audition.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, and in relation to that, you have maybe you can take the opportunity to ask for a specific script
Mm,
or a specific material that you have to work on before the audition date.
Mhm.
So that you can know the lines,
mm,
memorize the script, and you can do your internalization and character study
mm,
of the role that you are auditioning for. But
mm.
it
Mhm.
all but Sir D and Uzi, is it always a good thing um uh, to audition um uh, to a specific role, or you can uh, you can perform like, for example, a song that would make you more unique or more that for you to stand out during an audition. I am not sure about.
Actually, it depends on the company. It depends on the company. Like there are really companies who would really ask you specific performances. Like
Mhm.
they will be
Mm-hmm.
asking you to sing specific songs. Like for example, for Miss Saigon, and then if you would like to apply for a certain role, like Kim, you really have to sing her songs. definitely. Uh, uh, and then follow really all the notes strictly, and then that's it. But in our case, for example, in Iloilo Prima Galaw, what we do, since it's very difficult, to look, I mean, to invite people really to audition, we just ask them to perform any song, any dance, so that we could,
Mhm.
if we could see a spark in their performance, we will accept them. And that after the audition, that's the time then that we get to train them with the songs on that specific musical that we are doing.
Right, right. I remember, sir, when we did Miss Saigon or Dreamland back then.
Mm,
We toured like West Visayas, CPU.
mm.
I don't think San Agustin.
Yeah,
I think.
School.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
actually
We
visited
did
school.
that. So I remember as part of the panel back then that we asked them to sing a pop song or any
Mm,
song that they're comfortable, number from the show, and a little bit about them. So that really stood out. I remember really stand out people that did like Jethro, like Laika.
mm.
They really stood out when Laika, I think she sang a pop song and Jethro sang Last Night of the World or Why God Why. They really stood out. So they really was suited for something, not particularly on the role that they were auditioning, but they were suited for something on the production. So that, I think that is part of it, that they the moment they step in, they just take the room by storm, and
Yeah.
the presence that they have, even though they don't know us yet, they don't know you, Sir D. They don't know anybody from Iloilo Prima Galaw, and yet they really captured and they really stood out. So I think that's one key in preparing for your auditions.
So I think, I mean, like what you mean maybe is really you have to exude presence.
Yes.
Yes, you have to be confident in
Mm-hmm.
facing the panel. Although you might be a bit nervous, but you really have to look closely into your heart to
Mm-hmm.
have, I mean, to let go of that certain of the feeling of being nervous, and to really be confident. You have to,
Yes.
you should know then how to fake, certain things. I mean, like,
Yes.
you
Fake it
might,
Yes.
till you make
Fake it
it.
till you make
yes,
it.
you might, yes, you might really be nervous, but you don't show to the world that you are
Yes.
nervous. Or
Yes.
in the
Sure.
same way here, that you might have committed a certain mistake, there might be a lyrics that you omitted, but you don't show to the whole
So
world
that.
You carry
that you
on. Yes.
committed a mistake. It has
And,
to be for you.
and I think the way to do it, sir, for you to have that confidence is really rehearsing, really
Yeah.
practicing, knowing the song,
Mm.
knowing the dance. Because
Yeah.
this is what I learned in Iloilo Prima Galaw, is that you have to practice like a certain a dance routine repeatedly, so that whatever it takes, and you told us this several times, that practice in full, so that
Mm.
whatever you bring to the performance is just like you're practicing.
Correct.
So it is
Yeah.
always so it gives you that extra confidence, and then makes everything easy for the performer.
Correct. That's what we do in Iloilo Prima Galaw, right, Mon? That when we practice, we don't just practice. We have to give everything. When we
Mm-hmm.
practice, we need to perform as if it's the final show already. Meaning then, why do we need to practice? In practicing, why do we need to perform as if it's the final performance already? Because during the final show, during the final performance, when you seem to be so nervous, what will come out during the performance would be the
What
product
you practice.
of the thing that you've practiced. So,
Yes, that's true.
like in at some point, you will just realize that it's the end already. I mean, you're done, and
Mm-hmm.
then like
Mm.
uh, out of being nervous, you're, what do I mean by that? Out of being nervous, there might be some
You were
tendency
not.
that you will,
You were.
that you might be blinded, with so
Yes,
many
everything
things.
blocks out.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So
Yeah.
what came out really during that
Was
performance was your practice.
Yes, I believe in that. So that really becomes automatic every time every time in my experience. So when I go on stage, I just black out. it's blackout,
Mm,
and then whatever is left
right.
is what I practiced back in the
Mm,
office, and what we practiced months and months ago.
mm,
Everything is like it's like be in the moment. On stage, lights on you. You know that there is an auditorium full of people watching you,
Yes.
and
mm,
then your nerves kick in. And then what am I gonna do? And then and then whatever you practice just comes out right away. It's like an automatic
mm.
system
Autopilot.
that exactly you
Yeah.
go into autopilot, and then you deliver what you been trying to practice wholeheartedly back then, and then that's how you succeed in your production. Thank you very much.
So in other words, in other words, then we could come like out of the thing that we're talking about, we could come up then with three P's. What
Mhm.
are the three P's? When you
Mhm,
prepare, you have to practice and
mhm.
persevere.
Yes,
Amen.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
The fourth P.
We will have to add another piece, so there will be four P's. When you prepare, you have to practice and persevere to be perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen. Yes, I love that.
Panalo. Ayan.
And
Ang
the
daming P.
50, what's the 50?
Panalo.
Padayon. Correct, 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 correct.
But that's how you prepped for your audition. Ang daming
Yes,
P.
yes.
Yes.
And you
Eh,
know, yeah, go on, go on.
no, I am just going back to even before the audition itself. You also have to look into the logistics so
Mhm.
that you will be able to arrive to the audition venue
Hmm.
Mhm.
ahead of time. You will
Yes,
not be late. You
yes.
should prepare things like your music if needed, extra clothes. You have to dress appropriately for
Mm,
the audition. If you're auditioning for a dance, you should have your dance shoes with you.
mm,
You should estimate the distance from your house to the venue so that again you will not be late. The
Mhm.
night
mm.
before, the morning of, you have, or the night before. I'll start with that. Maybe have a good night's sleep,
Yes,
rest well, because you know you've rehearsed already, you've
yes.
practiced
Mhm.
already. So have that physical preparations too. And then on the morning of the audition, then you have to wake up, do your stretching, do your vocalization or voice exercises prior, and then a good breakfast maybe, and then there you go. You are all set.
Mhm. Also, to add to it, Nong, you have to decide what to wear.
Oh
Yes,
yes, of
that
course.
makes a difference.
But but
Dress for
but
success.
but speaking of what to wear, do you advise auditionees to wear a full costume related to the production?
Not
coming from a
really.
director, Sir D, ano?
Not really.
Mm,
What is really very important is you have to wear something really very comfortable.
yes,
Oo.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Because the moment you step in as an auditionee, as a panelist, I'm sorry that you will be judged from head to foot, from
mm,
your posture, from the way you walk, from the way you present yourself, from the way you position yourself in center. You will be judged from the tip of your hair to the bottom of your soles of your feet.
mm,
I mean that's just the reality of it, and you have to prepare it,
You will be
even though
under
like
scrutiny.
mm,
yes, even though like how nice we are, because I remember I'm always smiling, I'm always accommodating because I know how tense they are as auditioning. So you need to be, hi, hello, good morning, how are you? Are you fine? Are you okay? Are you ready? But deep inside, at the back of our minds, we're like, he's wearing black, he's wearing slippers, he's not gonna make this.
mm.
Where's the next auditioning? I mean, that's what run in our minds, honestly. So as an auditionee, you have to really be prepared for that. So you have to dress
Yes.
for success, ika nga. So you have to be comfortable, number one. And then you have to somehow present yourself nice and clean and neat and professional, because this is a
Yes.
profession after all. You will be working with other people, not just by yourself. You will be working with the director and the cast and the crew and everybody else. So you're auditioning for a job basically. So
Yes.
So
Or what I
yeah, go on, go on.
sorry, just what I have read, actually they do not encourage to be in a full costume. So you
no.
just have to be appropriate. Just
Yes.
as Uzi said, you have to be professional looking.
Mhm.
And out of that, I thought again of two piece.
Oh,
Daming
that
fee.
makes it seven now.
I mean,
Daming fee. Six
uh,
piece. Ayan.
out of what you've said, Uzi and Ramon, we could come up then with two piece, and this would be
Oh.
think of your personality and
Mhm.
performance. Personality and
Mm.
Yes.
performance, because these two
Yes.
would really have to blend together to come up with something beautiful. If your personality then is good, if you get inside, once you're inside the audition room, you are really having that spark. You really have that confidence. That's
Aura,
personality. Yeah, you have
aura
that you
of
have that
con.
aura. Aura, of course, will come out if you're prepared, right? And
Mm.
then
Of course.
after having that personality, because it's already there, another important thing is your performance.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that performance then would mean like how you dance, how you deliver your lines, how you communicate with the panelists, and then how you deliver the dialogues, right? Or how you
Mhm.
sing.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, these two are actually very important. Positive
Mhm.
personality plus positive performance would bring about a quality and a positive result,
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I
right?
remember I remember, sir, one time in Cultural Club, I was a panelist, and there was this auditionee that she did well. She did very good. She
Mm,
had talent, she could declaim,
mm.
she could dance, and she did whatever the panelists did. But
Ask of
I don't know what got into her, but by the end of her audition, when she walked out of the room, she just looked at us and it's like, screw you guys, bye. And then it's like, well, she's not gonna get in with that attitude. I mean, we just wasted like 10 minutes, and we just put a big X on her
Yeah,
file, because her personality was way out of the door. And then no, we just so basically, like what Serdi was saying, like personality is a big factor in trying to get the job, or get
yes.
into the company that you're trying to audition to. So be careful with that.
yes,
And because it is a working environment, like right, to Uzi and Sir D, you have to get along with people. You have to get along with your co-actors,
Mhm.
co-dancers, crews, director, and all that. So if your personality is not that pleasing, that people will be able to sense that you are not a team player,
Mm,
then I don't think that you will be successful
exactly.
in an audition. Or it's just like if going to a corporate job, for example, is you go for an interview where you answer questions. Going for a job or in theater, in dance, or in performing arts, you need to do audition. So it's
yeah,
just that.
correct. And then like we were saying about like how to prepare during the day or like before, but then like it is also good like for those like kids who would want to audition in the future. What should they do then? Like what my one
Mm.
advice is for them to be exposed. Uh, there's a sound there saying yes. I mean, like for like like for the kids to be exposed to the various plays and to the various movies. Like one thing I've noticed really in Iloilo Prima Galaw, why is it that they're good in speaking English or with that delivery? Because I believe as a child, as kids, they were really exposed already to various English movies. I'm not saying
Mm.
that Tagalog is actually not very important. Yeah, we also do Tagalog plays, but we are more into English plays, right?
Mhm, mhm,
So
Mhm.
you have to be exposed more because once you are already like big or like a teen, and then that's the time you start then exposing yourself, it might be too late already. So
right.
as a kid,
Yes.
or like for some parents, if you would want that your kids to be good in the delivery, in English delivery, you have to expose them really to the various films, various movies,
Yeah.
or
Right.
various. I mean, like even
Train them.
even
Train
if
them
it's,
young.
yeah,
Yes.
even if it's a cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
like as long as if it's in English, they will really get that certain talent and that skill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. It actually reminds me, sir, when I first, I mean, that concept, I just remember the time that I arrived here in the US.
Mm,
So when I talk to the people or to my coworkers, they know, oh, you're Filipino. How did you know? Because of the twang, because of there's a certain accent,
mm,
Mm-hmm.
wherein, and that is because I came into I I knew Filipino way of speaking English. So I was not able to adapt that twang. So compared to kids that
Grew up
came
here.
here
Yeah.
while they're young,
mm,
they were able to adapt
mm.
uh, that twang right
Mm-hmm.
away. So
Mm-hmm.
you could not tell the difference. So it was just a funny story that my first day, hi, my name is Ramon, and oh, you're Filipino,
And
just
in
because because the way I speak.
But
sorry, in
go.
contrast to that, no, I have like coworkers saying it's like when did you get here? It's like I was like just 2 years ago. It's like what? No, you did not come here like 2 years ago. Because like they wouldn't know. Sorry, because I have that accent already, so it was easier for me to assimilate. Not to brag, not to
Okay,
brag. That's why you need
okay,
to have your
fine.
kids to learn English early let them watch because I grew up in front of a TV with so it's all English cartoons. So I started young. I
Well,
gave that's my point. And then it also helped. Like I worked in a call center, and I also with Prima
Yeah,
Galaw. So it helped. It really helped. So I think my point is that you have to really start your kids to learn English in a
yeah,
young age, which
young.
is not impossible at this day and age. Because like they're watching in their tablets, like like Paw Patrol, anyways, or Dora, or I don't know what they're watching, the SpongeBob. So
Sorry.
it's
When I
it's
was
all
growing up, it's Hiraya Manawari and Bayani. So it's Filipino.
exactly.
So I am a full-blooded Filipino. Anyway,
yeah. But
but it is
with
not.
that, yeah, go on.
Sorry, sir. But it is not only focused on speaking, right, sir?
Yeah, yeah,
Exposing yourself to other forms of art, exposing the kids to other forms of art like singing and
Mm,
dancing
yeah.
will also develop those talents.
Mm,
In many cases, for the members of Iloilo Prima Galaw or Cultural Club, then we are no dancers. We are not very good singers, but we were able to develop. How much more if the
started
kids
young.
or you start young? So
mm.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
going back to the English delivery, then anyway, if it's in theater, twang anyway can be learned. Twang anyway
Yes.
can be learned. But what I am really looking closely into is like for kids to know how to communicate. They will be able
Right.
to know how to express themselves because like when you ask them, they will not really be able to answer because they don't know how to speak English, right? So what
Mhm.
is really very important is like for the kids, like for the parents, to be exposing their kids to these films or to these movies is for their kids to be able to know how to communicate,
mhm.
right? Because
That's
if
right.
I mean
That's right.
communicate naturally, and then for them to be able to answer the questions naturally also. Because no matter how good and talented you are, if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't know how to express yourselves,
Hmm.
right in front of the panelists, you will not also be accepted. Because
That's right.
naturally, you will be asked to introduce yourself. You will be asked to tell them about the things that you enjoy most, and then there are so many questions, critical questions that will define really you as an auditionee. So I think that is really very important.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So in general now, what do we wish to say or to tell our auditionees in
The
Iloilo Prima
seven
Galaw?
P's.
7 P's.
What are the,
The 7 P's.
The seven P's. I
oh
prepare.
what are those, Ramon?
Prepare,
Okay,
Oh,
prepare,
prepare. Practice.
practice, patience,
patience or persevere,
persevere.
Persevere.
Yes.
Yeah.
to
And
be to be
Perfect.
Eh?
Perfect.
Oh no, I'm not
And
retaining anything.
and have a positive, have a
Positive
positive
outcome.
Positive
outcome.
Outlook.
P
outlook,
P
performance.
personality and
Personality and
positive performance. So
performance. There you go.
instead of seven, there's only six because the seventh would be padayon.
Ang daming P. So yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, and for kids, it's important, I guess, to have fun. Okay,
Yeah,
don't let your nerves get the best of you. The panelists are not gonna eat you, kids.
correct.
You're just there to have fun. If they're gonna ask you questions, you just say whatever comes into your mind, and then you enjoy dancing or singing, and you will shine. So
Correct.
there
Yes.
you
Correct.
go.
And correct. And of course, in every audition, it would always be a learning experience. If you will not
Mhm.
be accepted for the first time, don't give up. You continue to
Yes.
believe in your dreams. If you really want to be on stage, if you really want to perform, if it is in your heart that you really want to be there on stage, go for it. Never ever give up just because of anything that is negative. If you failed
Yes.
once, do it again.
Yeah.
If you fail the second time around,
Do
audition
it again.
again, the third, the fourth, until you get in,
Mhm.
Yes.
right? Oh,
Yes.
There's
yes,
always gonna be another time. So, you know.
Yeah.
yes,
Your light, the lights are there. There will always be your time. Your time to shine will always come. If
correct,
Yes.
that
correct,
is that a
correct, correct,
correct
correct.
way to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it?
because everyone would always have a place under the sun. They would always have a
Yes.
certain place under the sun. Yes, right? So I think
And
that's
Yes.
all. Yeah,
that's what is Prima Galaw is all about.
yes. And what is that? In Iloilo Prima Galaw, we dream, Uzi,
We
we
just
Discover.
and
and inspire.
inspire.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, everyone. And we say goodbye.
Bye. And also,
Goodbye.
I'd
Don't
like to
forget
thank
to
astigstore.com.
Go, go, go,
Again,
go, go,
check it
Uzi.
out, astigstore.com.
Uzi, it's too small. It's
Awesome
too small.
designs.
It's too small.
And yes, I
Can you
just
make
want
it
to read
bigger?
that. With your help with the Stig Store, we provide footwear for Filipinos who cannot afford to buy even flip-flops or chinelas to cover their feet. So go check it out at
Yay.
stigstore.com. Thank you very
Yes, yes.
much.
So they are selling t-shirts, Ooze. Quality t-shirts
Yes.
then. Yeah, they one how do they if they want to order, they just need to visit the
Yes, the
website.
website Astig Store, Astig with a Z, AZTIG store.com. It is Filipino owned by one of our Prima Galaw members before, Daphne Joy. She's a great person, and for every purchase that you buy, part of it goes into their Chinelas drive. So
So
go
we
check
will
them out.
support.
Go help
Yeah,
it out.
we
Yes.
will
Yes,
support as Big Store.
we can put that in the comments below, in the comment section
Yes,
of our
Ooze, go,
video,
go.
so
Yeah.
that it would be easy for you. So, but as for me, please do not forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you will be updated every time we have a new video. And with that,
We
thank you
say
very much.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.